put 3 between them, and even though Cork haven't played at all in this first half as they're usually able to, they're back in the game with 2 in a row.
Very true, Gerald. That's the amazing thing about it. Donegal completely in the ascendancy, but yet in the scoreboard there's only a miserable 3 points between them.
And Miskela now is beginning to win a lot of ball there around the half-back line. Distribution here just a little poor, however. Over-ambitious hit to Paul Kerrigan. Kerrigan, the only player with a yellow card against his name in the match. Line ball kicked in as far as Marty Clark. Again, O'Leary chases after him. But really he's just chasing and trying to limit his effectiveness. Not really winning an awful lot of ball against Marty Clark. Rooney, back as far as Rafferty. Slipped back into Poland. They hold, nothing silly, and then they wait for a decent run forward, and there are players up there like Danny Hughes who can get on the ball and get out ahead of the defender, look smart, release it back towards Kevin McKernan. Big ambitious one in, Benny's ready to jump for it, he's got it as well, and down he goes, and it's going to be a free in. Magnificent play by Benny Coulter, the 28-year-old from Mayo Bridge. Well, he's tormented so many backlines in the past. Good to see him here in an All-Ireland final, getting his chance. He's one of those players, I feel, had he been around in the 90s, he'd have an All-Ireland medal to his name at this stage.
That was a majestic piece of fielding that time. It reminded me of a photograph I saw in yesterday's paper with, was it Shawnee Walsh and Brian Mullins going up for a ball. That was wonderful to witness. Great catch, and the reward now is an opportunity for Marty Clark.
And Marty Clark puts it over. 3 points, all of them coming for frees after the mercurial. Benny Coulter won it in the air and was fouled, and it's 8 points to 4. 34 minutes into the All-Ireland final, 121st. Alan Quirk just looking around, summing up to see where can he kick this one and where can Cork try and retain the possession. Cork's winning kickouts has come in the main from the down kickouts. This time they win their own. Pierce O'Neill, Paulie Kassan, Aidan Walsh. Well, Cork in the second half of their matches have brought on their big subs. They brought on the Nicholas Murphys and the Colm O'Neills and Derek Kavanagh to try and turn the game, and that may well be in the mind of the managers, I would imagine, as we head towards half-time. Meanwhile, Donegal O'Connor, who scored from a free, has scored now from play. He wheeled around brilliantly that time and makes it 8 points to 5, and Cyril Kavanagh there, the Mexican fan, is delighted with that one. Not so pleased James McCartan, who saw his man there, his fullback Dan Gordon, allowed Donegal O'Connor get too much room, and Donegal O'Connor is now pumped up and full of confidence.
With that passivity you saw earlier from O'Connor, now it's been replaced with a lovely piece of dynamism that time. That was a wonderful score by Donegal O'Connor.
The game may be turning around. It was all down for a long, long time. And the question I was asking Conor Coonahan last week in the interview was, you know, the mental baggage of having lost 2 finals. Is it there? 1 minute of added time. As Cadogan goes back, came on as a substitute last year in the football final. Miskela swung around, free kick to Cork, down leading as we're into additional time. Here's Kieran Sheehan setting off. Youngest player in today's final, down towards Paul Kerrigan, trying to take on Damien Rafferty, succeeding, coming in from the angle, ball running away from him, and that's gone for a 45. Probably about as much as he could have done, because he got into such an acute angle there. I don't think it's sufficient latitude to try and pull it back for Donegal O'Connor. That was probably in his mind. Knew he couldn't beat the goalkeeper from such a tight angle, but here he is from the reverse angle here, and the keeper did well, put out his right hand and decided, let's see what happens from the 45.
He certainly did do it very well, because that was a wonderful piece of play by I think both players actually, by Paul Kerrigan in trying to get in along the end line, but disciplined tackling by Damien Rafferty. But credit also Brendan McVeigh for his positioning that time, because quite honestly I thought the ball was going wide, but it hit up and out for a 45.
Well, a down player, as you can see, requiring the attention this time of the physio Noel Rice. And it's Kevin McKernan from Burren being attended to by Rice. And Noel Rice, the physio, is Mike Goodell, and you, Baby Joseph, watching this, I understand. Goalkeeper did really well that time, because that could have been a very dangerous Donegal, O'Connor would probably have pounced. This might be the last kick of the first half. Daniel Goulding drops it, and it's dropped into the hands of a down defender. Dan Gordon, as the referee, calls for the ball, blows for half time.